Welcome back to Dinset's Techie Not Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Vaughn Fry. I've had COVID for over a week. We're getting pretty close to 2 full weeks of it. Actually, I felt pretty bad last night. Lots of coughing. I've coughed up what looked like concrete at one point, like thick gray matter. And I've had, just like a real sore throat for a time. And then I had a good long nap into late afternoon and was feeling pretty good tonight. Really, the throat doesn't feel bad. It sounds kind of bad, but maybe talking a lot will help or hurt. I have a fever still, and we can check my fever periodically during the stream if anybody even watches. At this point, I've missed so many streaming opportunities and things and videos. It's like it's just a complete dead channel, like, oh yeah, I'm not used to putting a video out the day of a new episode of a streaming show coming out and getting less than 100 views. And then like some kid who just starts scratching his ass can start a channel and then just parrot what everybody else is saying, put out the video, get 100,000 views, no problem. It's like, what, why do I set everybody up for success but me, right? With that in mind, we're going to be playing some demos tonight. I've put together some demos. We've got Reanimal, Darwin's Paradox, and I think we're going to start things off with Pragmata. I actually downloaded this on the Switch 2. Didn't have any trouble. I completed the whole thing in about 20 minutes. I have a new Red Bull. Why not, right? Come on, there we go. Ah, yeah. Demo day keeps the doctor away. I had some Sprite this morning, and I think that really did a good job soothing my throat, really. Sprite in particular seemed to have done it. But we will hopefully get through Pragmata without any real issues. My thinking, though, is I've got this new cool tool set in front of me, this Ulanzi Studio. Review information. Oh, yeah, this is, so if we actually started all the way over, which might actually, I don't know, nowhere. Should we start fresh? I mean, it's about as far as it is short, long as it is short. It's just a weird place to be starting here. I wonder how much meat there would be on a terror bird. What's a terror bird? I've heard of a thunderbird. How about we actually just start all over? We can get through this a lot quicker. I know exactly what I should be doing, but I was having a pretty easy time with it over on the Switch 2, despite it running at 30 FPS, it seems. I mean, I have everything on, like, yeah, standard. Sure, whatever. I'm eating a half-gallon Ziploc bag's worth of assorted candy. I am on my last 2... Ricolas. So, gotta go get some more of those. Prehistoric birds that could eat. I've seen some... So we actually have a dinosaur park in my town, and you just wouldn't believe how big the pterodactyl is. Like, good lord. It's like a flying giraffe. Use your weapon, primary unit to attack. Feels like this Red Bull could have gotten colder. I only had it in my Red Bull cooler for about 2 hours. Is that not enough? Alright, I think we're pretty much set here.
Hey! You gonna help?
1 second.
You only put 1 bullet in at a time? We're just gonna kind of speed through this demo in a sense. because I have a pretty good idea what I'm supposed to do.
Diana, I need your hack in here. On it. Nope.
Whoa, baby.
More of them.
This is not going to be a good game for streaming because you're just really going to have to stay on top of this whole hacking aspect, you know?
So what were you working
Forest Fosseride, the terror birds, giant prehistoric birds. So were these like actually bird-like in the sense that they had feathers? I'll have you know, I actually set up one of my. I'm trying to change my lighting to make it look even more professional, but it's kind of backfiring. But I did watch Predator Badlands last night. It's new to Hulu. That's one of the better movies I've seen of late. Full stop. I mean, it's hard to believe, but the Predator franchise seems to be in a better place than Star Trek, Star Wars, the Terminator, Alien, the Matrix. Like, it is the Predator pretty much the top as quality goes, as in being in a good place? Is Predator pretty much in the best place of all sci-fi franchises for the moment? It really seems that way to me.
Guess that's that.
Hey Rugal, I feel pretty decent right now. I do feel a little hot in the head. So, and so I got a really cool fancy new cable today for this Ulanzi Studio Stream Deck knockoff thing I'm doing. And it's really neat, but I'm just realizing now it looks like in order to use this thing at all, you have to have the Ulanzi Studio app open. And I thought when I was doing this just a couple days back, I thought I had that app closed, you know, because just in the interest of not having too many things open at once on your PC, you know, things like that, right? Or so I thought anyway. But I got to find a good way to push a button to activate members only section. The other thing that seems to be missing, I can't seem to figure out a way to hit a mute mic button. I know some of the Stream Decks have knobs, but let's take my temperature. I'm feeling kind of hot in the face, in the head, kind of. I was hitting 99.9 last I had, so let's see what we got now. See, it's showing 99.9. .3. So that's pretty high for me. Usually I'm like 97. My mom, it turns out her average temperature is like 96. I don't know how she does that. We do have some Xbox stuff to get into when we go off topic tonight, guys, because we know we got a new broad in charge with Xbox, right? Oh man, yeah, Predator Badlands. If you have a Sony TV or any TV that uses Android, you don't get good access to it on Hulu. Android is capped at 1080p on Hulu, and I have no idea why, but there's some bitterness between the two. So I watched it on my Samsung gaming TV last night. 4K, HDR.
There we go.
Most of the effects looked pretty good. I think that movie might have just been designated for hate, you know, by like the drinker committee. Duck is too fatty and liquidizes too quickly when being eaten. Never heard of that. Man, I don't know if we're really getting an actual new Xbox console so much as like a new version of the series. The series is basically the Xbox One, you know? It's basically the Xbox One again, right?
Initiated. I got it. Look out for targeting.
Because it's like everything on the Xbox One plays on the series, right? It has like the same controller. Like, we can't really be lying to ourselves here about the differences.
Look out. I ran out of time.
Dick.
Step off.
See, I was thinking if I got killed, I should hit the play ad button. How about that? You know, so you guys don't have to suffer through the walk back. I didn't really want to have the hack yet. Wow, the hack itself did the damage.
So where to?
I don't know. Try scanning.
Like, what could a next generation Xbox possibly do? Right? Because it doesn't have any new hardware aspect to it. What would it do? The games that it struggles to play at 30 FPS would now run at 60? Would that be about it?
Q, there's a terminal.
It would just play the more demanding hardware. It wouldn't actually have new functions.
Emergency lockdown for this area.
These seem to be random. I don't think you push the same buttons for these each time. They kind of randomize these little mini games. It's not quite a puzzle, but it's something, right? Like, we have to consider that if a PS5 and an Xbox Series X can play whatever new game coming out for the next 10 years at 30 FPS, okay? Let's give it 30 FPS. For the average console player, that might suffice. We might actually have like tapped out
This will make it
what
easier.
casuals would be willing to spend. And if the hardware is not breaking, Series X seems to be much more reliable than my 360. Alright, let's get. This is where I went down last time, guys.
Need us again.
So you probably got a good idea there, Rugal. You just hack your PS5 and you're probably good to go, right?
Let's just get this over with. Yeah, let's. This frickin' thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the walkers.
It's a little backwards here. You got to hit B.
Starting to jump Q.
It's over.
Remember, he killed me last time, but this time I got my revenge. Had you guys seen Predator Badlands? Like, I know they were going off in the commercials about how it's like the most successful Predator movie, which it's kind of like, okay. Given the finances of current movies, it's not really that tough to beat a gross for a Predator film, but
Bored to tears.
I think they were even roping in Alien versus Predator to be like the top Predator gross. Oh shit. Yeah, I killed the thing. So, you know, if you watch the stream last
Nah, I'm
a
good.
few days ago, or I
God,
can't remember when I
bored
last
keeping
did
up with
this.
your chit-chat.
Was this Monday? I killed the thing that killed me in here. Now I have some health packs. We actually have a real boss fight coming up. Kind of want to make sure that I grab everything. I think I feel better than I sound at the moment, but I may still be like a ways out from doing any kind of workout. I don't know. Like, I'd like to be able to tell you I could hit the stationary bike. Thinking about maybe picking up some kettlebells. Kind of looks like maybe Dick's Sporting Goods might be a good place to grab those. I don't really want to ship weights. This seems kind of bad. Also, I picked up on sale. Should be receiving it tomorrow. Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Emergency lockdown for all on-site locations has been disabled. Please complete a manual reboot of the power.
Yeah, my face was definitely in the way.
Restore operations.
All right, we made it.
I had a
Where do we
fancy
find the main
light
power terminal?
idea going, and then it kind of, I was like, man, it's too bright. No, now it looks weird. I don't know. So we're just kind of going with this. I kind of think maybe I do need that light on, but I have been streaming with more minimal lighting of late. I think if I wear a light shirt, it kind of helps. But if you wear like a darker color, the way the lens automatically adjusts in this webcam mode is kind of crap. All right, here we go. So this is your save station, and or checkpoint, I guess. I don't really understand it. It's like, okay, there'll be a ladder. I guess if you die, you climb up the ladder, and it's like there's a replacement dude for her. I don't know.
Hey, you remember that Costco bot? It's
Hopefully we're not
pretty
going to have a
close,
death
but
problem
good.
here. Stasis. Shoot it. Kind of freezes some things a little.
So we gotta hack them first.
Crowd control purposes.
Initiated.
Thought I hit that, but okay.
How you like this?
Honestly, can I run around these guys? You know, these guys, this being a Capcom game, they've given these guys kind of a zombie stance, haven't they? Like, I think I'm trapped in this room actually until I handle these guys. Otherwise, you could just kite and stick and move pretty easily, it seems, huh? I picked that up? What?
Yes, that's that.
I think I was playing more impressive handheld on the Switch 2. Serious.
Yeah, well,
My vision's a little blurry. I can't see how many people are in the chat. Like, I can read the chat okay, but that's about it for the moment. Cannot obtain because your ammo is full. Wow, full ammo at 3. Heck, I don't know. Maybe I could have gotten out of there. I'm not sure. I don't think so. We don't need any lore. Where we're going, we don't need lore.
Walkers are pretty good. Handling small stuff and knocking out big tasks. They got it covered.
There are no kids here, but if there were, they probably
You know, maybe those little pellets are helping me heal, but I collected too many. I don't know.
What should we do?
This game, her hair is more hair wavy in this than it is on Switch 2. On Switch 2, I think it's kind of more static. Like, I don't think her hair's moving around a ton.
Starting hack. Shoot now.
How come I don't have, like, a melee?
is that it?
Now, I don't fully understand this stuff right here, but I think you pick up these icons to be able to add those shield breaks in your hacks. So maybe I'm using them.
Damn. I gotta hurry and contact
And I don't understand this either. It's like decode.
Use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
And it's like, no, you have 3 of them. No, you have 2. Am I picking them up or not? It says 2, and now it's blue in the corner there. And now that one says 2 and it's white. I don't... But hey, maybe if I read some stuff, maybe that would make sense. Alright, I think we've got the boss fight next.
I hope dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
Maybe there's an elevator up ahead.
Oh no, we got like some rather Resident Evil like
More limb.
elevator fight type thing. You'll see what I mean. Gotta hold this button here. Return to Dreamland Deluxe is pretty easy game, but I think you might enjoy it. The game has 3 story modes. I heard it may take 10 to 15 hours. So, because I'm getting it tomorrow, what do you guys think? Should I start it tomorrow and then we'll just Dreamland up to Resident Evil, which comes out Friday? Or what? I'm not sure. Now, so far I've been able to handle Kirby games pretty easily. I didn't die for the duration of Forgotten Kingdom, but I still had a lot of fun with it. Alright. I'm gonna have to get my stasis shot on for sure. Yeah, after giving me ammo. So not much of a puzzle, but they just kind of get these diodes together. So we'll just try to get a few guys stasis together. Got to keep them separated.
Something's aiming at us. Hacking. Look out for the
Deal with the ones shooting at you first, huh?
Leave the shooting to me.
Yeah, I'm getting to where I've got almost a Kirby collection going, you know? Like, I don't have the original Air Ride, obvious.
You stop him, and I'll.
Maybe I need to use that weapon, honestly.
Are we there yet?
Not sure. Starting to feel a bit lost.
That Kirby Deluxe, it does not have a Switch 2 edition, but it looks like it... I don't know. Maybe it'll still look pretty good for streaming sake. I don't know.
Finally.
But you guys let me know. Do you think that would be a good thing to maybe just start that tomorrow? I do have a fever still. Like, I may not really be fully capable of... You know, if we could let me have a little bit more rest and see how I am Monday... And if I have to, just rest all the way up till Resident Evil. You know, if I need to. It also has a separate mode dedicated to the mini games, 2 separate boss rushes, and jeez, yeah, there's quite a bit going on in that. I've heard it is a remaster of a GameCube title, I think, but it's not very old either. The fact it's from like 23 kind of makes me think that they might update it, so maybe I should hold off on it. I'll tell you what, that asshole fake wizard got what he wanted, didn't he? I'm gonna complain that they put Fire Emblem on NSO. They paywalled it behind an online service. Yeah.
40%.
Alright, you got what you wanted. Here's some Pokemon games from Game Boy Advance that could be on NSO. But screw you, guys. The fake wizard is gonna go ape shit if we don't charge you $30 a game for these. And then as much as I like to see another Kirby stream, I think you should focus. Yeah, I really thought I'd be good by now.
Scanning.
I mean, I don't get it.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
I think I see why my ECU was
like we're
actually
gonna have to
going
fight
a
our
little
way through.
high. I had Minecraft launcher in the background. For no good reason. Alright, so we gotta kind of watch out for this guy. Oh shit.
Then I guess we can just go in blasting. Yeah, let's do this.
Shoot it where it's weak, you.
Where'd they get all those missiles?
They were made with Luna Phillips.
Lucky us, right?
Now, if he wants to try to charge at this, could hit him with some stasis, I guess. And then you have the ability to kind of like get on his back.
Stay away from the red circle.
Try.
Alright, what's it want me to do over here? Why was this highlight? That seemed weird.
Hey, who are you pushing around?
Oh, I messed up. You have to like backtrack if you screw up.
Shoot it where it's weak, you.
I'm gonna have to feel like completely recovered tomorrow if we're gonna do a Kirby thing. Otherwise, I don't think it can be done. Alright, so now you hop on it. Unleash a critical shot, a powerful follow-up attack when near a downed enemy. Boom! So we're gonna have to do that a few times. I think to get 2 of those in. It's a remake of a Wii game from 2011. Okay, why was I thinking GameCube? But yeah, you're right, Wii.
Dirty bastard!
Sturdy bastard. Who says sturdy bastard? Now, let me try. What are you gonna do? L and R, you push both sticks down together and you do like your limit break move. Hell, you should probably move around and avoid stuff. When hacking gauge fills, Diana's ability. Are little girls named Diana and then they become Diane when they're old? How does that work? You know, that I'm not really sure if Diana is a name for a kid. When it opens, nearby enemies immobilize them briefly and deals damage. The gauge fills by hacking. Okay, yeah.
Whoa!
You just did this, and then we're going to describe what you did. Like, not really the best. These weapons just, God, forever to reload. Jesus. It's not crazy satisfying combat. I don't think I'll be picking this up. I'll tell you, it's not awful, but to have to go through the mini game act for everything, just like that's just such a giant pain. Oh, let's get him. Maybe this will finish him. Maybe this will do it. I've ordered some 4K movies. Dawn of the Dead, the OG, 4K, and Le Grand Blue, Into the Big Blue. Or not Into the Big Blue, but the Big Blue. Oh my god, am I getting blown up right here?
Get some!
Alright, we did it. Jesus Christ. But yeah, 4K movies that I can't seem to find streaming anywhere. Yeah, it seems to be the more preferred way to go about it. Movies that I haven't seen the Dawn of the Dead from the 70s since watching it on DVD in college. I actually think that's probably the best zombie movie. Probably the best zombie
This is
movie.
how we say.
The other
good
one, a
job.
Luc Besson film from the late 80s with Jean Reno and I don't know, some underwater photography or something. I'm trying to not know as much, you know, going as surprised as I can. Hold on, I'll read what you got to say there. Oh,
All right. Time's up.
hello.
now. So
Dreamland Deluxe did have some development history with the GameCube. 3 different builds of the game were made for the GameCube, but never took off. Okay, so she's gonna make like a funny ass drawing of this dude, okay? And I actually got the screenshots and stuff of this on the Switch handheld, and it was looking all right. I mean, so I think you unlock like a doodle uniform. Oh, come, let me. You're not gonna let me take as good of pictures, are you? Did that even look? That's not bad. I figured I needed to do this so that I could prove to you guys that I did it, you know? Completion time, I swear on the Switch 2, my completion time was like 2050. Really close there. Same sort of thing. Yeah, now that's what you take a picture, right? Get the full game, 424, 26, really. Looks like a bunch of Toyotas. Did this just try to open the Xbox store? What are we doing? The Scribble suit. So I wanted to show you guys that. New ability, fast moves unlock. Dodge just before an enemy. I don't really think I know. New weapon piercer, hacking, multi-available once you find them in the game. Let's go to outfit. Scribble. It's kind of funny looking. It's kind of worth just showing. It's like if she drew on the suit. Is it gonna give me the scribble? Yeah. Here, we'll just do this, and then we'll get into our next demo, guys.
Hey, Diana! Little help here?
Let's have some grape Kool-Aid.
What are you doing? Diana!
See how it's got like marker scribbling on the suit now. I'm wondering if you unlock this weird scribble suit. Do we have like a photo mode here? Probably not. But I'm wondering if doing the demo unlocks this in the full game. That's what I'm curious about. Like, okay, you earned it in the demo. You can play the full game with the scribble outfit. That's what I'm curious about. So, some of these games now you get like retained progress from the demo. You do the first stage in the demo. Okay, fine. Now you can start on stage 2. You know, like they'll do that now. All right, guys, what do we want to do next? Reanimal or Darwin's Paradox? This Darwin's Paradox, if you hadn't heard about this, Konami title that, you know, we got to give them credit for at least getting back into games, okay? Can't be too down on them for trying to get things going again. We've got this is a pretty new trailer for this game that I think it pays a bit of an homage to Metal Gear Solid. So you play as a octopus, and I think you do like 2D side scroller, cinematic action platformer sort of type thing, perhaps. But see, he's got like a bit of a bandana for this tactical octopus action demo. I think we'll do Reanimal and we'll finish with Darwin. Does that sound all right? Sure. I think this game came out like a week ago. All right, so what we got here? Farm animals got big and bony. Octodad. We'll get to that game next after this one here. Oh, you need a controller. What do you think I used to launch this? Unreal. Ah, shit. Okay, well, we have a suitable contrast thing here. I don't know what barely visible is supposed to mean, though. You know what I mean? Like, that should give us pretty good black values, I'm hoping. Thank you for playing the demo. I haven't played it yet. We would love to have your help in improving the game by contributing usage data. Oh, ooh. You know what? I'm going to roll the dice on this one and say accept. Am I going to have regrets? Reanimal demo. I believe this is from the Little Nightmares people, and it has an online co-op functionality to it. We're probably going to get an AI-controlled bot. But I believe it has a Switch 2 edition. Now, is it cross-platform? That's... I don't know. Telemetry... Cross-platform, cross-play. Performance and quality. Well, let's start with performance. You guys wanted to... It wanted performance there by default, man. Let's see if we get 60 FPS looking here. You can actually co-op, man. All right. Definitely a good sign and not all suspicious. Hey, we just, you know, thanks for playing this free demo we let you have. If only we could get some of that sweet, sweet data off of you. Right? Nintendo doesn't like crossplay or cross-gen. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. So do you think, before you die, you see the ring, do you think that you couldn't play this Xbox to play Switch 2? You think they'd forbid that? Looks like 60 FPS to me. Or a good frame rate. Hold RT to dive the boat. Why was I thinking that? Well, I assume we're going to go to that red light over there. And then the next one. Masks? Whoa, 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 whoa. You just see the change in the water? It looked to me like that swapped. All right, now I've got on quality, oh, right. Okay, yeah, now this does look a little choppier on quality. Like, I can feel the frame rates fluctuating. So, performance and quality. Sometimes I think performance is like image quality for some reason. But yeah, I seem to get it backwards from the intended purpose. Let's stick with performance. Why am I alone in this boat? Alright, I see some birds. Can you guys see much of anything on the screen? Just wondering if it's so dark for you guys. I am getting some people kind of reaching out with some possible sponsorships from Stream Elements. It could just be a thing that everybody gets an email about. But it'd be things where it's like, you know, if I had enough people watching that they might sign up for a mobile game, and then I get like 20 bucks because you signed up for it, like kind of crazy thing like that. She was just trying to kiss you. Thought you were dead. Very little nightmares, right? Like, we have to wear our weird outfits. At one point, you should look into Kirby Star Allies. It's an early Switch 1 game and even easier than Dreamland Deluxe. Dreamland was one of the first games I beat. It was an early game for me to beat. It may not have been the first, but I beat it on Game Boy, the original Dreamland. But I will say regarding Forgotten Land, it's like it's not hard, but there's like, you feel like there's a challenge at the same time, but you're not frustrated. So even though I didn't die at all, it still felt balanced in an odd way that I don't think most games pull off. Now, of course, we have crazy death sims everywhere, right? Oh, come on, girl. What are you doing with that little lantern? Star Allies. I thought I had heard that this Kirby game I ordered, it's on sale right now, 40 bucks on... Maybe I should... Not that you guys... Yeah, I figured, well, shoot, maybe I should go ahead and... I should be getting... See, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to get it tomorrow after I stream. Sometimes these Amazon deliveries, it's like noon, and sometimes it's like, screw you, 9 p.m. midnight. Like, no guaranteed thing there. Let me see if this game's still on sale for you guys. I believe it is. $39.88, 34% off. So that's not a bad price. I mean, look, when we're looking at staring at games that are costing like 80, 90 bucks now, and you guys just told me that there's a pretty fair amount of content in this going for it, so that's pretty good. So yeah, there's that. All right, okay, back to our Reanimal over here. I was told that what's it called? Inklings, squid knots. The Nintendo game where the squid kids splatter the paint. Splatoon 3 is on sale right now for about the same price. Being that that's multiplayer heavy, I almost feel like I'm more inclined to buy those eShop so that I have them on hand instead of having to get up and put a cartridge in if I'm in couch mode or whatever. I don't know. I just kind of feel different about that. I think people have said that the full version of this game has better lighting. Oh, she can look around. Okay, cool. Hold on. Maybe this is a dead end? Am I not looking around correctly, game? I kind of wanted to look up, see why that was crumbling. Splatoon, since I don't play shooters, it doesn't appeal to me as much, but I can acknowledge that they're good games. Yeah, I guess that's probably the closest thing Nintendo has to a first-party shooter, huh? How about the Marathon Boys? Calling it like the part 3 or 4 in the Concord timeline or something like this. I mean, maybe if you're playing it, it'll make more sense to you. A lot of games can look pretty daunting at first. Like, it took people a while to figure out really what was going on in Overwatch, right? So maybe it just kind of looks like a sparkle and neon glitter bomb. But, you know, if you're playing it, maybe you'd have a better understanding of what was happening. Are we getting off this boat? Or maybe I was supposed to go over there and get off. Park up on land. Alright, are we good? What's she doing? Alright, coast is clear, I guess. Alright, so we're not going in this. I almost hear a little bit of the Terminator song at the beginning of the original movie. That. But you kind of had like this big reverberating sound. Alright. Oh, looks like we're done with this game. Maybe I've seen people outgrow certain genres of games, so it became harder on niche series. Is that Marathon, man, every time someone wants to go big with this live service thing, I think we've tapped out what we can commit to live service. Does that make sense? All right, hey, put me in here. Shut the door on me. No? Okay. Maybe we'll get a tool in one of these. Ooh. Are we hunting the rat? Got a key. Yeah, we're gonna have the next big... I mean, nobody gets anywhere. Full stop. There is no chance of success in having a live service game that is stuck on one platform. As much as Sony would think that could have worked for them with like Concord, oh man, if we had the most popular game in the world and everybody had to buy a PS5, then we'd really be making money. It just doesn't work. Because something is on one platform, we'll just put the kibosh on it. And I guess it was on Steam too, wasn't it, or something? But it's Marathon. I would kind of feel like I need to try it. Does it have a demo? Is there a possibility there's a Marathon demo? I thought I saw something about like a global bash or something. I don't know. I thought I saw something about that. Marathon Stand. So is it a live service game, but it's also $40? or 60. Choose your destiny or something here. All this stuff where you got tokens, vouchers, skins. Every time I just even see that kind of stuff, it just makes me want to play something else. It really does. I mean, okay, it sure looks different. You know, you got to give them that, right? But hey, maybe we'll look at the trailer for this after this demo. I could have sworn there was a marathon demo, and the trouble with the Xbox store is you have to like type demo or you're not going to get anywhere. And then it'll show you demos from like 13 years ago. We're still on Reanimal. We're not done here. Graphically, I've got this on performance mode. It looks pretty good. It's definitely doing like Little Nightmares, but we can't call it Little Nightmares because we're with a different group now. You know, what I'm trying to remember, was it like an Ubisoft thing? Little Nightmares, but we got to call it something else. All right, we're probably not going to go that direction, is my guess. Or maybe we can, but we have to be quick. Hurry, 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 hurry. It might start up. You bitch. That was very... Look, I kind of feel like once you've played a little bit of these, I don't know if you really need any more of them. Okay, it's like... you largely know what to expect. It's a Limbo-esque type thing. It's a play dead game with a 3D space, right? And you kind of play it as like a giant puzzle. Equip your light source, huh? He has a... This looks really nice. He has a little lighter, I guess, on him. And he's dressed like a I don't know what. And these things have kind of like a vague story to them. You know, it's a simple story that is told entirely visual. So I think you kind of know what to expect. Even if they do throw a surprise in here or there. Alright, I'll give you a lift. Hoist. Star Allies ran at 30 FPS. Oof. Man, I don't think I could do that. That's a game I'm like, okay, so here's part of the problem with some of the Nintendo fanboys. It doesn't need a Switch 2 edition. It already ran at 60 FPS. And I'm like, look, it also isn't in 4K. So if we can get something in 4K and 60 FPS, now that's a Switch 2 edition. No, but they're like, no, but it already ran at 60 FPS, so it doesn't. Yeah, see, exactly. Now you're like, exactly what I'm saying. But don't worry, Dreamland runs at full 60, which is kind of like hindering it from actually getting a Switch 2 edition, right? It's probably the games that run poorly are more likely to actually get the $10. Sweet. Sweet tea. Apparently Mass Effect Legendary Edition is on sale for $9. Wink. It is. All right, fine. You got me. I saw that too. So here we go. I think I had on my wish list. It is included in Game Pass Ultimate, which I don't think I can hold on to for much longer with the way things are going. I wanted to play this Replaced demo. That game got like moved back a month. Oh man. These were just on sale. Maybe I missed the sale. These were like $10, $5 or something. Hold up. Nope. 5 days, $8.99. All right, sweet tea for you. Maybe you guys shouldn't see this page. I don't know. It says $10 Microsoft account balance thing. Yeah, okay. Well, it's probably no harm here if you guys see me purchase this. We can't start downloading. This, I'm assuming, is going to be a chunk. No. Don't even try to download it. Nope. Just give up. I'll have to make room. What is it saying here for the size? 2158. That's pretty damn manageable. All right, sweet tea. One of these days, we're gonna have to give this a go. Maybe we can look at this after Resident Evil Requiem. Certainly don't have time to be going through these games before that. There's no doubt. I watched the trailer. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it looks like a remaster. Upsample some things up to 4K, but not necessarily modern with the look. Yeah, but the only experience I've had, and yep, we have it, we own it, whatever, we can install it if we want. The only experience I have with Mass Effect was it was an early Xbox 360 demo type thing, and they wanted to show off the talkative skill tree thing. Thank you so much, sweet tea. Yeah, if you guys tip for it, I'll pick it up and get to it. I don't know if we can do, full playthrough of these 3 games. I heard you play as like the same guy for all 3 games, like your character, which, pretty cool concept. Mass Effect is cream. So you guys do like the Mass Effect, right? There's a Steam sale and a Nintendo sale going on right now. I don't know why, but I'm thirsty as balls. But, $5 for Xenoblade upgrade. I saw that. They made an upgrade pack $5. I don't really understand that. It's one thing they've done pretty good at Xbox thus far is letting you get your upgrades free, largely. There have been a few EA Sport outliers where it's like the WWE, whatever, Xbox One edition. Oh, but the Series edition is going to cost you $10 more. Which I don't know how anybody could be into a game series that is going to just have like a new installment, the same stuff next year, Hey, Anna's here. Hello. Sickness dehydrated. That's why they tell you to drink your fluids. I've got Kool-Aid. I've got Red Bull. Is this a collectible? The mask on. Yeah, I probably just kind of went in a space I wasn't necessarily required to go to. Looks like there's a mine down there. So this is what I was saying about masks, wasn't it? Anna, I was not on last night. I told people a few nights ago, hey, see if I can put a couple of good nights together and then we'll stream Friday. And I woke up pretty miserable today, but then I took another nap into the afternoon and my throat wasn't hurting. I still have a fever, but the voice is still a little messed up and I am really dehydrated, I guess. But Sweet tea just tipped over here for me to pick up. Well, you can't see it right here. Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy. Really good price on that. Being free will have more people on Nintendo, but they don't. Yeah, Nintendo, I guess Miyamoto's like, we can't have free software. Like it probably just hurts him to have free updates, you know? Don't show your screen like that. DSP showed his Switch 2 pre-order information and the trolls got it canceled. I think I'm probably safe. Maybe if it showed an order number, maybe that could be a problem for stuff. But I kind of want to show you guys that that the money got put where you wanted it. Buy needs extra elixir to expel disease, like sweat. I'm pretty sure I still have that that order though. It's not a pre-order. It wasn't a pre-order. I will tell you this, I'm probably going to get Resident Evil. I don't know what you guys want. Do you guys want me to do the deluxe edition? And then we'll do the playthrough with like sexy vampire Grace. See how she has like a vampire outfit thing happening there? And we could do like Resident Evil 4 Leon look. Like I'm not really sure what you guys are wanting on that. No, I watched a movie late last night, and that was it. But I haven't streamed since I think Tuesday. Okay, so we've got this mask. Now that's going to help this kid do anything with this giant floppy bird beak thing hanging out. You know what I think they try to dress these kids up like? Oh man, it looks so black. It looks more blue on my screen and black in the screen I see for you guys, but I don't know what you guys are seeing. You ever see those pictures of like old-timey Halloween where the kids, the parents, they had to like make the costumes? That's the look they're going for here. They're trying to look like the kids with the scary homemade Halloween costumes.
You while you still can.
You should leave while you still can, huh? Well, we gotta find a way in there. Yeah, this looks more lit up on my OLED TV than I think for you guys. I'm curious. So, I'm gonna see how this looks on YouTube if I put it up on my phone. Yeah, it's pretty damn black. On YouTube, it's black, and then, of course, you also have YouTube's image compression not helping you a whole ton. You know? Alright, hold on. Let's look over here. It's just a little darker looking on, I think, to you guys than me. But I think the light games, first of all, I think the Elgato plays better with the Switch 2. It looked to me like the Elgato was getting much better representation of black levels. Though the color of Nintendo's iconic red didn't quite seem to translate. All right, sitting on that chair or not? All right, they have computers. Good. What are we gonna burn down? What's over here? We got the machine started. We're gonna do one more demo, or we're gonna watch the trailer for Marathon after this. I don't think we're walking across this, are we? Oh boy, is he gonna do that? Are we supposed to jump in? He just got deleted. I thought that I was trying to avoid the hole. Maybe the game wanted me to jump in the hole. Perhaps that's what it wanted you to do. See, I thought avoid the hole, right? Okay, we're gonna jump in. We're gonna just have to time this. Oh, man. Game still not quite clean in the hole, so let's keep trying that. I think that's what the game's wanting me to do. Unless somebody has a better idea. Yeah, you know, it kind of looks like maybe he's supposed to run across actually and then hit the button. But see, that's like instant death, so I don't get it. And that was a clean miss of the hole altogether, so there was no run along the pipe. I don't know, can we get another way across? Is he walking over there? Okay. Hoist. I believe Little Nightmares was also made by the same people who made Limbo and Inside. I'm not sure. Is it? Playdead made Limbo. That was one of the few games I got early access to. I had one of the first reviews for it. If you want to know how important having access is to getting reviews, I mean, here, okay, I'm gonna have her push the button. No. Okay, now stop it. Man, I got like 10,000 views first day, no problem. I think it might even been higher than that. That was in like 2010. If you actually had access to the stuff, the trouble is to get the access so you can have the timely review when you played a game a week before it came out, so you can actually complete it and then have the review out for the embargo. To be able to maintain that access, it's just not something you can easily pull off. You need to have like a huge audience, or, you know, be with IGN essentially, right? But how do you get a huge audience if you don't have the access? See, it's such a vicious cycle type thing. So last week Sony announced new earbuds. I use these earbuds all the time. If you guys don't see me streaming or watching a 4K movie, chances are I have these in my ear. And the XM5 earbuds from Sony, their flagship earbud, they just announced an XM6. And I had reached out to them a day before the big announcement. Their big announcement video didn't even have 1,000 live viewers or nothing. And I thought, this isn't super crazy popular. Maybe they're actually going to send me a pair. They said, all right, in 2 to 4 business days, somebody should reach out and see if you get some earbuds. And they didn't. So what did I do? Last night I ordered the earbuds. Anyway, it was the last day I had a $30 off coupon from the Sony website. And people say, oh, the new ones aren't actually as good as the old ones. They don't fit as well and all this stuff, right? Well, because I bought them with my own damn money, I'm going to give you a pretty honest video about it. Now, would somebody like, what's this guy, Marquise Brownlee? I don't know if we can really trust any of these bigger channels to review a product like that. They're always getting these real expensive things like early during the Kickstarter. At points where they're going to be able to make the first content and it's going to be agreeable, and they're going to get like a big affiliate link thing going, right? And hell, a lot of these guys don't even tell you that they get affiliate link sales, right? Like, I want you guys to know that affiliate link sales keep the lights on around here. If you want something from Amazon, shop through my affiliate link. They deceptively have links to products without saying they're affiliated, which is, I think there might be some Federal Trade Commission problems with that, if I'm not wrong. There's that kid in the damn background. This is Reanimal, Nukem. And Sweet Tea bought me, he tipped me for Mass Effect collection. So the Mass Effect Trilogy 4K remastered. It's on sale for like, I don't know, $8.99. So we'll have to give that a look at some point. Maybe we'll do that after Resident Evil. Resident Evil might be the next thing on the list. Nukem, we've had a little bit of a talk here. I do have the Kirby Dreamland Deluxe arriving tomorrow. But just because I can't seem to get rid of this fever and stuff, maybe we should just wait. And then just, have like the next stream be like Resident Evil Requiem. Kick you out. Looks like a few people have been kicked out of chairs down there. Can I sit? All right, now you kick me. No. This says it supports crossplay, and I'm wondering if that would do with the Switch 2 version. Going in? Okay. Ramble looks pretty intriguing, more so than Silksong. It's a kind of game, right? The Limbo is inside. Limbo inside Little Nightmares. There's certainly like there's a kind of genre to it, a cinematic puzzle platformer, I suppose you could say. Unsettling, eerie imagery. I think we may have to push this, do this push cart thing here. But I'm playing through Pokemon 10 Gen. Gen 10 will be great. I assume you're playing on... What's Pokemon Gen 10? Is that the leafy greens and fire red or something? Is that what that is? Oh, come on. Oh, hold on, am I... Okay, no? Okay, so then what are you doing? Okay, well, hold on, maybe I should get on that one. Pokemon Gen 10. Is that a card game? Nukem says, so I've been kicking all manner of sassies and Kirby Rares yesterday, and surprisingly I discovered yet another pathway in the road trip mode. It's basically a deep ocean area. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of different routes. I had such a harder time than my first time through, but hard, I think hard you lose enough, you get to build up your power-ups, so you're OP. Whatever the new games on Switch 2 will be, direct it. Oh, okay. So you're saying Pokemon Gen 10 is yet to be titled Pokemon game. Is that my understanding? Okay, why am I not getting this broad to move this? Maybe we don't have the right thing on there. Well, we are on year 30, right? Did it like start in Japan in 96? Here's the part where we probably have to avoid somebody looking at us. Quick hide somewhere, girl. The thing just crawled into that body. All right, use the plunger. I don't know why we're using that plunger. Yeah, who knew that the skin suit in there had a key in it, right? Did not hear of a confirmed Nintendo Direct coming soon. There were rumors, then those rumors were shot down. Nukem, we got another girl boss running gaming. We got that happening too now. Duskbloods. Now that's a name that we don't hear enough about right there. I thought Duskbloods was going to be a holiday 2026 title. Wasn't that being originally talked up like it was going to be one of the last games released? What am I hearing? All right, let's go to this room on the left. When they were showing off early Switch 2 titles, they were acting like that one was the furthest away. Am I right? Would it just not, would it be such a harm to the brand for Fever to go on sale anytime soon? Would that just hurt the brand so much for them to put Tennis Fever on sale? Like, hey, come summertime, make it $50. Would that just be such a slap in the face to the Mario brand, I guess? Glad they got rid of the idiot Phil Spencer. Dude talked on both sides of his mouth. You aren't. You know what's funny about your videos, Nukem? I watched one of his videos yesterday. He's like, here's why Nintendo's going to do this, and I know they're going to do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And it's like every video from this guy. Every video Nukem makes is like this. Here's why Nintendo's going to do this, and I'll tell you why. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, okay. And then by the end of the video, it's like, oh, well, you know, he's got a pretty good point. Maybe that is something that's going to happen. And I kind of like that approach because it seems like you have something to stand on. Like that guy who looks like one of the Thomas the Tank Engine toys on the NBA. What's his name? He says stand on business. But oh Jesus. Hold on. Are we just getting out of here? Oh, that's a death thing. Jeez. Okay, so we grabbed this. I don't know why we need this wheel. I saw those bricks, and I thought, are we going to do something with them? Here, we'll grab this, and we'll just run back, right? Where to? I don't know. Does this wheel go on the... Maybe it goes on the cart. Can you guys jump? Oh, shoot. Yeah, you were like... I'm saying every one of your videos is kind of like this, though. There's like some weird outlandish thing that you say you know is going to happen. And then when it comes down to it, it's kind of like, yeah, you know what? He's got a point. I think the video was about Nintendo having a second screen so you could have like Chinatown Wars. You know, if you had... God, I would like to play Chinatown Wars on Switch 2, but the only way I could see possibly doing that is if they did that second screen attachment. Quite possibly. I don't think it was actually canceled, but something. Also, one of the mints I had tasted like cardboard. Mint you had from where? That's the question. All right, let's go. Okay, how are we doing this? Have we figured this out? Okay, if I push this one... Believe me, I'm pushing buttons, guys. Okay, so it's an up-down on the analog stick. Good luck, kids. Good-looking game. You know, each new version of this formula looks better than the last. I still haven't played Inside. I think I own it. I think it was a Games with Gold title. I probably need to get to that before I... You know, you get kicked out of your Games with Gold when you leave Game Pass. Oh, I think we're off the rails here. I suppose one could dual screen the Switch 2 if there was a way to handheld while dock. You know, it'd almost be like that Wii U gamepad experience. But Chinatown Wars, GTA Chinatown Wars is an experience, guys. Also, if you're sitting on this property over there at Take-Two Rockstar, it's Take-Two, right? They've got the publishing rights for the GTA. Why do we not have a GTA 1 and 2 or London or whatever it is? Was there 3 of them? Was it GTA 1, 2, and London? I might be mistaken. Why do we not have those available on modern systems? Like, do we just hate money? Doesn't it just seem... You don't even need a team doing it. You could, like, outsource that to, like, Digital Eclipse. Just have those games on modern hardware with some upscaling or something, right? Like, it's money in the damn bank. I think people... though you don't need to play any previous GTA to kind of, like... make sense of the next one. Not everybody's aware that so many franchises work that way. I mean, I'm sure for some people it's like, what, Final Fantasy 18 or something? Oh man, I got a lot of catching up to do. You know, some people may feel that way just based on the number. I think it would be a ton of fun to play some old GTA, the top-down view. Oh shoot, he's coming in here. My bad. I think I'm done. Yep. I saw her hide. Oh geez, the head fell off. That's the way game prices are these days. A price discount of Mario Fever would be. Is that such a black eye for Nintendo that they wouldn't be willing to do it? And maybe one of you guys knows better than me on this, but hold on, are we both hiding down there? What are we doing? The hell? I know in the case of Mario Kart, there's only one Mario Kart on a Nintendo console. So is Mario Tennis Fever the only Mario Tennis game one could expect on the Switch 2 for the life of the console? Is that generally the way it goes with the Nintendo sports titles? Here, okay, now it should be good. That said, when was the last time Mario did any golf? I don't remember there being a golf game anytime recent. It's that other kid. Quick. Well, he opened this door, didn't he? Thought he opened this door and we could use it. Hold LT to sneak. Now it tells me. This could be bad. In the window, come on. Game, what did you want me to do? The window. To the walls, to this. Okay. Thought they were gonna go in that window. Generally speaking, there's only one major Mario game along with one Mario Kart and at least 2 sports spin-offs and generally define a system. Mr. 10 years. I haven't seen you in a while. I've had some issues. These kids are not climbing. Oh, okay, now they are. My bad. Are we going this way? I guess we're going this way. Or heck. Oof. Oh! Everybody say hello to Mr. 10 Years. I wasn't sure if I could still reach you on Discord. I can't remember if I said I was streaming tonight to you or not. Still got a fever here. We're trying to play some demos, and we may actually just call it a break again until Resident Evil. I think this is out now. I think this came out like a week ago on all the platforms. I've seen some comparison. Oh, don't look over here. He grabbing us? He is. Wow. I think that from what I've seen on Twitter, the lighting or some graphics or something have improved past the demo. So I'm playing the demo right here. Oh, he's already on our ass? Yeah, it's a very Little Nightmares thing. There's a lot of weird-looking adults that don't speak, trying to eat the heads of children in Little Nightmares. So, very from the people who made Little Nightmares, you know? Alright, we should just be able to cut across here and do this. Shut the door! Alright, we're not jumping out there anymore. It's a death sim. It's a cinematic puzzle platformer type thing with a lot of death sim trial error about it. Yank! I mean, that looked dangerous. If you have to go put the baby to bed, hope you get better soon. I'm really feeling... Oh, Jesus Christ. I was reading. I do feel better than I did a week ago. It may not entirely sound like it. Alright, are we giving this a yank again? No, this one's mine. You yank yours. Thanks for dropping by, Anna. Jump. Crisscross gonna make you. Jump, jump. Danny Mac will make you. Oh my god, I thought I was somebody else. Shit. Get your off-topic questions ready, channel members. We're definitely going to go off on the situation with the hiring and the firings or something over there at Xbox. All right, now, okay, there we go. Oh, the hand. Oh, no. Okay, go up there. Everybody go up. Hurry. You dick. How is that remotely fair? The guy didn't even grab me. He swiped across the floor and then instantly I teleported into his hand. It'll be a good time to play Mario Fever. I mean, I know you said that Aces was better, but I hadn't even heard of Aces until you mentioned Aces. I can't remember the name of the 3DS game I had, but I had a Mario Tennis 3DS game that was pretty good. Oh my ass. You gotta be on top of this. You gotta be like ready to run as soon as the event starts. Looks bad if they want to get as much AI. I don't understand what the route this girl took to the top of Xbox, right? She was working at like Instacart 2 years ago, and then she's on the board of a bunch of shit, which is not a real job. Being on the board is, guys, look at all the diversity we have in our board. That's what being on the board is. You don't do anything. It's a figurehead spot. What the living shit? Am I not supposed to climb up there? Do I like let the other kids go up there and I try to snake them somewhere else? What do you want me to do, game? I mean, Phil Spencer, 38 years Microsoft gaming, right? With the Xbox from the beginning. We don't really know who was really calling the real shots that brought the demise. Did Phil Spencer maybe actually want the exclusives but not get them? Alright, I'm holding the trigger. I still get snatched. Should I get into all of that new gal Xbox talk in the I mean, it's not entirely off topic. It is gaming related, but you know, it seems like talking about it over a game stream, people aren't going to look it up or anything like that, right? It's not like a packaged video in itself to kind of hot take some topics. Those sort of things are probably just better when I pull up the browser, you know, for the visual. Okay, I'm not going that way. Good luck with you guys. Good luck. Alright, I don't understand what the game wants me to do here. Man with Fever plays Mario Tennis Fever. I tried to get Grok AI to put a thermometer in my mouth, and it kept putting it sideways or like piercing it through my head. And I'm like, and this is your advanced AI, Elon. You know, like, come on. All right, are we about done with this? Because I don't think that this game is showing me what I should be doing here very effectively. I'm gonna try to go up that ladder one more time. Maybe if I'm in the lead, maybe I can do it. Come on. No, 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 no. Go. I'm holding the right trigger. Screw this shit. Alright, so that was fun. Maybe I need to say, Grok, put the thermometer under my tongue. You probably got a good point there. I say in my mouth and it's like, you see the picture, right? Misty, missed one. Sure not drag one of those kids down to the Eaton. I don't know what else the game could have wanted me to do there. You know, it's like, okay, I ran that as, you know, I sped ran that. Guy still snatches me. There's probably some button you're supposed to push. It's a death trial and error thing. These games resonate with some people pretty well. If you need to, and oftentimes there's like an achievement for like not dying, get through the whole game in certain hours, speed run it, no deaths, or like there's a challenge thing to that. But for me, I'm feeling like I've seen a lot of this before, for better or worse. Like we've played this, right? And when it was Little Nightmares, we've played it before when it was called Limbo, you know, but in a 2D aspect. Reanimal doesn't strike me as terrible, and maybe it's a good game for some people, and it's not like you always get a brand new Little Nightmares out there, right? Let's see what people are saying about it in the store. Here, I'll put on the wish list for the hell of it. These things always come down in price too, or hell, I think Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition and 1 and 2 are on Game Pass now, and yeah, it came out on the 13th, huh? Oh, you got the 3 kids there? What Little Nightmares 3 should have been. There is a Little Nightmares 3, isn't there? Maybe Maybe the team that created it left. Oh yeah, well Namco over here, we'll still do our Little Nightmares thing. We'll put a team on it. These things that have built up like something of a franchise, and it seems like people follow dev teams, you know, and then the dev teams have like a history, and then they'll obviously get pretty damn good scores and whatever, you know, that sort of stuff. Everyone's mentioning Little Nightmares. They're aware it's, you know, it's from the people who made Little Nightmares, all this stuff. It's pretty much the same thing. The original creators of Little Nightmares 2 have returned, and not awful, but there is an element of gotcha. Oh, you didn't know you were going to get killed? Gotcha. And then when you know what you're supposed to do, it's like, oh, if of course I'm supposed to put the plunger in that one toilet and pull the skin suit out that has the key in the mouth. You know, it's like, you know, simple arithmetic, you know, incredible, sensible stuff. All right, let's look at Marathon's trailer, shall we? People are saying this is the part 3 of the Concord saga, right? I did look at a couple of videos about Tokyo Scramble. I was mostly curious if the graphics looked better since that direct, because I thought it looked hideous. I saw a lot of unfinished looking textures inside the subway cars. I don't think Tokyo Scramble is going to would appeal to me. I guess you all could almost kind of see it as like a bit of a Little Nightmares thing in a more traditional 3D space. But, you know, without the pizzazz of the imagery of the Little Nightmares. Will you make me God? I guess there must be something inherently woke. Server slam. Hold on. Is February 26th. Is that when Ari... No, that's going to be a little bit sooner, isn't it? I think 27th. Yeah. Maybe on the 26th we can try some Concord 3, guys. How does that sound? Maybe Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Feeling a bit of a headache here. Maybe Thursday we can do a little bit of Concord 3. Guys, hold on. I gotta look up the. I gotta scroll up here. Your YouTube short on how to reach the island is at 215,000 views. Are you serious? Last I saw it was at 40,000. Shorts are a real hit or miss thing. Shorts get fed views, like any short can get 1,000 views in an hour or darn close to it. The ones that have the staying power, that'll surprise you. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, my voice acting stuff, not getting a ton of stuff in the long run, but the island, the Kirby, you are not kidding. When did this shoot up? I didn't even say it was that recent when it really shot up, but Jesus. From November to December, I didn't even realize it was that popular, man. Yeah, I guess people are... I actually was looking yesterday to see if anybody had like Gigantus tips or something, and the people that like have the full game of them getting the pieces and becoming Gigantus and then flipping out, like those get views too, man. That short brought in some dough, man. $45. But you can never really be sure what you're going to get on a short, you know. it's possible that maybe I can tag products on that one. I'd have to look again here. I think I probably have the game tagged there. Yeah, if people want to buy the game, that could account for maybe some of the money on it. You know, affiliate sales will count towards that sort of thing. So how about Thursday we try to get in on this Concord 3 open server. Does that sound good? Nowhere. Your comments are showing up. I see them. I guess. I didn't put nowhere in timeout if anybody's asking. It kind of does look like Mirror's Edge, but not necessarily in a good way. Like it's doing a cyberpunk world thing. But look at that gun. Is that like needlessly 8-bit looking in places? Like, hey, let's have a digital readout that's 8-bit font, you know, like, and then this, I don't even know what is that. It's supposed to be like a red dot site or something. That this is a game that is probably going to be overwhelming for the casuals. And any of these type of games that come out that are overwhelming for the casuals die off quick, and then it becomes a meme to accelerate the death. It's kind of surprising that something like Street Fighter can live when the only people playing it are the maximum dude ultra badasses. And like I can play a pretty respectable Kimberly, but I lose nonstop online. You know, it's like, but that's the way that sort of game works, I guess. These games require people to have fun. If you're playing a team, at least you seem to, in theory, have a 50% chance of winning. One team loses, one team dies, unless there's several teams at once on the field. That's what surprises me about Fortnite. That something like Fortnite, where most people lose, 99 of you lose, 1 of you win, and yet people keep coming back, you know? But that seems to do it based solely on what IPs they can get involved. Oh, hey, now you can play as Chappelle Roan? Like, I don't know, man. Also, is Chappelle Roan supposed to be hot or no? Because I don't see it. I do have a Red Bull, but I'm worried that the Red Bull is getting to the head a little. I have a kind of short cord on here, so I can't show you guys super good. Oh, I can't even lift this up all the way. But yeah, there's my Steam Deck. Oh, I got a new cable. I got a new cable for that's a little bit more manageable, so it is actually short. But yeah, we have a Steam Deck and we get to like flippity flip stuff over here and all the cool things. Let's take my temperature. We're looking at in the 99s. Now I'm somebody who usually has a 97, but I'm feeling kind of hot and things there. So who knows what's going to happen here. So we had a 99.3. $99.5. So yeah, we are trying to live stream the death of a gamer over here, aren't we? Censored by the devs. Sweet Tea killed it tonight. What did Sweet Tea do? Man, do we need to have me do a full playthrough speedrun of Mirror's Edge? Because I have done it before. Missed One says, in the original Marathon series, there was a sentient AI which told you what to do through the game. It was basically... I'm trying to recall this. Was it Marathon and then Durandal? Was it Durandal 2? Durandal Marathon 2? Or was Durandal first? But There are supposed to be elements of it that seem almost like, like you have the Mark 6 Mjolnir suit in Halo. Maybe this is like the Mark 4 or something. Like there's elements where they tweaked some things and kind of brought them into Halo, but whatever you're describing there and whatever I've heard of the original, that doesn't look like this. In fact, I would be surprised if this game had a. Is it possible that this game even has a campaign? Does it say that there's a campaign? I really doubt it. Nowhere. I don't know why some of your comments aren't coming up. Maybe there's a timeout, sort of like a cooldown thing, like you can't comment twice in a minute. I don't know, but I don't think that's the case because some people do correct their statement. Sweet Tea's got to go. Okay, thanks for coming by. We've got one more demo we're gonna do. Oh, we killed it with the donations. Yes, yeah, indeed. Marathon. Does this look like it has a campaign? Because the in vogue thing nowadays is to not have a campaign, right? We don't need a story. Everybody's supposed to be online. Scavenge the lost colony of Tau Ceti 4 and cybernetic as a biocybernetic runner in a PvPVE survival extraction FPS from Crazy Halo and Destiny. Yeah, I don't think that there's a campaign to this. So what really makes this a curious case here is, shouldn't this probably be free to play? And then, because it looks like you're doing the greedy monetization practices on top of a $40 base price. Now, if it did like original Overwatch with the loot boxes, which I guess some small European conclave said you couldn't do, some duchy of Cagliostro said, no, we can't have that. It simulates gambling for kids. If you actually had the kind of rewards where playing, okay, you paid $40 for the game, but if you played it enough, you unlocked everything. Halo 1 style. I'm okay with that. You're paying $40 and then you still have $25 skins that you can't unlock any other way. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I think people are just a little sick of that business model, right? All right, guys. It looks like I still got two of you with me. Let's go to Darwin's Paradox. Here we go. I think this, I only heard about this a few days ago. New Konami game doing a 2D cinematic platformer type thing. I think this trailer, though, will pay homage to Metal Gear Solid. So let's see. I do think gaming is better with Konami in it. Unreal. And Wise. Why is it always got to be Wise? So this is all the same engine stuff as... Was it Reanimal that had all this? Yeah, I think so. That cool octopus action, you got it. Just the slider until you can distinguish the octopus and the four circles around it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is not a bad test. I'll give you that. That ain't bad. This demo is a work in progress, so visual performance and features may I don't want to sound like Macho Man Randy Savage, but it's just kind of happening. Your feedback's valuable. Yep, okay. I need to make sure I've got some inverted stuff happening here. What? Invert? Why? No, I do want that inverted, don't I? Yes. Invert x-axis? Why would... Am I wrong, or why would that be... Why would x be inverted by default? Or did these guys not know their own controls? Music is giving me Destroy All Humans vibes. Snake was here. 6/12/08. Which Metal Gear game takes place in 2008? Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think we're looking at 60 FPS on this. Rendering. Let's go to performance. Beauty. Okay. Now we're talking. Yeah, well, it says Snake was here 6/12/08. Did Metal Gear Solid 2 maybe take place then? Hold for help. This message can be disabled. Jump. Okay. Looks kind of hot. This has a cool look to it, like I must say, like... Oh shit. It almost looks like a Pixar movie. Whoa. It's launching me. Now, unfortunately, I have not played Metal Gear Solid 4, so am looking forward to that. I have avoided the story spoilers for, you know, decades, apparently. But yeah, I am curious how the saga concludes, because I guess ever since then it's been backwards, right? Alright, well, we don't want to go that way. I'm just curious what was over there. Are you a blue ring octopus? Those are like super deadly, right? Wow, the game kind of paused right there during that explosion. Whoa. Alright, you're probably not supposed to do... I probably should have went in the cage. This is kind of... Little Nightmares is a little more 3D. I think this is strictly 2D gameplay. There was actually, believe it or not, 10 years, there was another game of this kind of like ilk I wanted to do a demo of. But the devs told me like this morning that they didn't have the demo on Xbox. I thought, did you guys take it off Xbox? I heard there was going to be a demo. I'm like, sorry, we never got around to releasing the Xbox demo. You know what I was thinking just the other day? Could we get a Earthworm Jim Metroidvania with the Souls-like mechanics and all that kind of crap? You know, just to get in the good graces of the gamers who eat that sort of stuff up Silksong style, right? Can we please have something like that with Earthworm Jim to just bring back the Earthworm? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, for some reason I thought I could jump up there. Do we have a double jump? Like, progress from cover to progress from cover to cover. I was at a friend's house in 2012, and he had a PlayStation 3 and Metal Gear Solid 4. And, and he said, "Hey, he played it on easy. We were gonna drive to Chicago the next day, and he said, well, if you played on easy, you could probably get through this before we leave." But Snake was just getting a long-winded lecture at the start of the game about guns. And Snake asks questions like he has no idea what any of this stuff is. Bullets. What do you mean bullets? And it's like, that's the way, and I was just like, you know what, maybe another time. Alright, well, oh man, the goal, I thought the goal was out of the way. Shit. I could see an Earthworm Jim Metroidvania working. Oh, is that guy going to get hit and fall? Poor guy. See, I thought it was the goal that got hit. I wasn't looking too closely. Oh my lord. Sure enough, just as I say that there isn't a lot of games in this kind of genre, it is one of the more popular indie type genres. I know Konami not really being indie here, but go in the pipe. People kind of eat this sort of thing up, you know? Like, if you don't know what kind of game you want to make, Earthworm Jim was like crazy popular in 1994. Like, and then he had a cartoon in like, I don't know, 96. But that was the first game that had it felt like you were playing a cartoon. Now we look back at it and, you know, you don't get the same impression, obviously, right? But at the time, that was the first one that really gave you this, like, all that cartoon character. And the setting and everything just gelled so well. Are we gonna run into Snake? Where do I get my bandana? That's not the cardboard box, is it? Maybe they want me to go this way. This is Octopus. Ah, hell. Gotta read. Darwin, we have a special assignment for you. We need you to gear up and do your usual solid job. The fate of our world is in your tentacles. We believe you food is up to something really nasty. You must infiltrate their canning factory and stop them like you were a sneaky snake. Hint, hint, right? This is that Metal Gear. Honestly, I think only the demo pays homage to Metal Gear. I guess the full game, Darwin's Paradox, is not so much going to be a, you know, Metal Gear Easter egg thing. That's my guess. Is Snake an actual snake in this game? I guess we're about to find out. I don't know. We're giving you our latest and greatest prototype camouflage suit. Being an octopus, you're already pretty darn swell at blending in. This should make you even better, or at least look cooler. A bandana and some smokes and an eye patch, or what? Oh. Graphically, I'm playing on performance mode, and I don't see any reason not to. You're much better off playing. This performance mode looks pretty good. There are occasions, of course, where performance mode looks jank. Metal Gear. Snake Man from Mega Man 3 was represented by Solid Snake in Smash Brothers Ultimate. What? Really? Alright. Where do they want me to go? It's still 2D, guys. It's still 2D. This looks super dangerous. Yep. Ooh. This has a charming look about it, I must say. But here's the problem. If we can make games that look like this, is there much future in needing to improve this look? Like, what would the next version of this game need to look like, you know? Where does the game want me to go? Shit. We may have to see what the price is on this. It's called Darwin's Paradox. I think it comes out God knows. Are the geckos going to be actual giant mooing geckos? In this game, mooing? I don't, what? $24.99. Hell, April 2nd. Wait, is April 1st or 2nd April Fool's Day? $24.99. The game doesn't look bad. Yeah, this could be kind of fun. You get a little bit of a little more of your little nightmares fix right there, right? That could not be bad right there. The 1st is April Fool's Day. I do need to edit my April Fool's Day video. I've got a real banger for you guys. I'm going to give, I guess towards the end of this month, I'll put it out way early for the channel members, because I need to do some stuff for channel members, and I've clearly not been able to deliver of late. But I do need to have a channel member video, I feel like, for you guys. Camouflage yourself, B. Oh shit. Here, let's just move. Whoa. Thanks for dropping by, Nukem. Thanks for dropping by. Look at that, like, curled up and became the sign below. You've got a really extreme point of view on here, like, very cinematic, right? They got the MGS, it's a Konami game, Konami published. See, I can't tell if that guy's standing and turning around because the view is like so extreme. Son of a bitch. I should have jumped. I wish they had a more realistic attack. Flail your arms and then chop suey. I don't know, man, but it seems to me at 25 bucks you could do a lot worse, right? Alright, so I need to jump over some of this shit. God. It's the cans. He hates these cans. Figured I could go quicker there. Little tough to get that jump. Oh shit. Alright, what's B to camouflage, right? Right. I'm in. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what do they want me to do? I wasn't really seeing what the game had in mind for me right there. If only I could, I don't know, use three-dimensional movement. Oh, if I'm jumping, I'm good, or what? Oh, shit. Yeah, I almost feel like these guys are taking a piss in that fire can, right? There's something about the way they're standing over there with their hands clenched together. Hey, V, I've been working while lurking. Did you say you're gonna... Yes, that has been the long-term goal for a while. Sweet Tea tipped for me to pick up some really lengthy games we may do after that. I still have a lot of stuff I really need to do. Wait a minute. Let's go up here. The 27th, however, the 26th, we might be able to do some marathon open beta server thing. See how bad that can really go. Surely I'll be completely good by then, right? Surely? I hope. Oh my god, I can't jump for shit. Get to the checkpoint. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm doing a little... I'm definitely better than I was last week. My throat feels pretty good. Now look, I need one of those cars to go the other direction. Here we go. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I can't go quicker. What the hell? It's like, am I missing the run button here? You sound better, you look better. I do not. I look awful. I have a Tucker Carlson mono, like no chin, your neck becomes your head type thing happening here. Just really swole. I can really feel it big time. So yeah, I have a Tucker Carlson going right here. I didn't shave today and I'm wearing my robe still. I kind of wanted to look the part of having a fever still. You know, thought, why, you know, who's kidding who type of thing, right? All right, here we go. It's like, okay, what am I not seeing here? ink shot. I'm holding RT hoping that'll let me run. Move. I don't think I've unlocked any kind of like faster movement, you know? I had pizza tonight. I had 4 slices of pizza. Wish I could be there and make you soup and boobs. How does one make the boobs? That'd be intriguing. B, camouflage, no kidding. Thing's just a little quicker than me, though. That's the problem. Whoa. Alright. I don't know how I'm gonna get this to work. In the shadow, come on, come on, come on. Oh, did I not do that as well as one could expect, game? Come on now. I don't have other abilities. I have the camo. I guess, you know what? I guess I could camo in the middle of that and then wait for it to swing back. That's probably what the game had in mind. Come on, come on, come on. All right, here goes. Come on. Underneath. That is the X button, right? Remember to fit in with the silly humans. They almost look like Homer Simpson. Even Trooper, futuristic high-tech suit stuff, whatever. A little bit of a robot Homer Simpson thing going on. Your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. You want to tell us what number? I don't even really like sharing the numbers anymore at this point. It's kind of like, you know, 58. Okay. Did he see me? I got a little lucky there. So you probably get like an achievement, no alerts, you know? Get through the game with no alerts. I must have kicked that can, huh? There's a can right there. You're gonna need to jump. Come on, move. Well, but I'm not dead. It's weird now how like millennials are being talked up like they're boomers in commercials. A little troublesome. Hell. Alright, I guess we're going this way. Here goes. Snip, snip. You know, I think an octopus getting ran over violently is probably still kind of cartoonish mayhem, you know? Not gonna get you an M rating for getting crushed as an octopus. Where are these cars coming from? They're just like materializing. Great shot. End of construction. May. In the future. They keep putting off when this construction's going to be over. Typical humans. Shit. It's surprise gotcha deaths. But, you know, you got a, ooh. That didn't happen last time. You got generous checkpoint. I may need to learn combat against these rats. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this could be a little tricky. There we go. Alright, let's mess up some human problems here. Is that a Metal Gear character? I don't recognize it. This is the last demo for the night with 10 years. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about doing some off-topic stuff. You know, talk about kind of opine on the Xbox situation. There were actually other games kind of like this I wanted to do demos of, but it turned out that they don't have a demo yet, or at least not on Xbox. They had one on Steam. It was called Replaced. So there was Reanimal, Replaced, and the Squid, Darwin's Paradox, kind of similar gameplay type thing happening in them. Where are we going here? Whoa. Look at this. What happened here? Somebody's playing around with munitions. Can I do this? Ooh, you can water. Look at that. Nice. Obviously no clock on your oxygen. I have a feeling I'm not supposed to get in the way of this light. Okay, what'd you want me to do, game? Okay, what do we got here? Wait, you can make boobs by being more obese. Yeah, yeah, there are ways to make them. You are right. Okay, we're gonna move this over, huh? You can't see me. Just this. Okay. Kiwani 3 demo. I have not. I cannot keep up with how many of these Yakuza Like a Dragon games there are. It's just like it's pretty overwhelming. Like, I'd been seeing, I feel like they release like 2 at a time now. Am I wrong? I'd seen things about this Kiami 3 and then thought, like, I don't know. Is that like sort of an offshoot? Is the Kiami kind of an offshoot of from the mainline franchise? I have a way through here. Maybe a button to push. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. They probably laugh at everybody that does that. Kiami 3 is basically Yakuza 3. Okay. So does the Kiami signify remake? Son of a... Hold on a sec. All right. Son of a... Okay, we're almost... Okay, I see. We can get kind of stopped up here. I got you. Next checkpoint. Kiamu Reeves. Shoot. That's too corny. Is that on Xbox? Maybe we can give that a look. I don't... You guys don't want me to do another demo tonight, do you? We've been at this 2.5 hours. Alright, what am I gonna... Oh, here we are. Shoot. Oh! I had the right idea. There's a game you can play in the arcades. Yeah, they probably have like different Sega games for each one, don't they? Like, at some point they're gonna have to get some real bangers in there, like Virtua Fighter 3. I guess it might be dependent on what year the game takes place too, you know? Look at these moves, boys! Look at these moves! Here, ooh, wait a minute. Okay, maybe we can just park him right there. Excellent. Am I in or not? Are you kidding me? Alright, well, what did the game want? What did the game want? Oh, hell. Swimming around with this barrel could make for nice cover. Alright, now this one I'm not really understanding. Oh, here we go. Okay, okay. Well, wait a sec. What am I not seeing here? You spin one way, I'm not going to be able to get out. Okay, hold on. Here we go, guys. We're gonna drop this and we're gonna try to just swim with. Here we go. It's in. Oh, geez, look at this. Oh. Oh. Slash emergency call ambulance. Magical truck advance. I don't remember. Are those real Sega games? I'm not familiar with those. Did they ever put Zaxxon? The first isometric 3D shooter. You ever put Zaxxon in an arcade? In a, I mean, at some point you got to have like Outrun, Hang On, Space Harrier, or like some of those we've seen, right? The pipe looks hot. It's shaking. About to explode. Whoa. It looks like you touch it, you die. Kind of sharp. One, that means you can play more games based on one demo. In one demo, you have a bunch of arcade games in the arcade in the demo. That's interesting. I wouldn't expect that. Is the game out yet, Kiami 3? Yep, those are sharp. I'm surprised they'd give you access to all those games in the demo. Oh, come on. Should have been a checkpoint down here, man. Wonder if this game handles combat. Like it said I had like an ink shot. Maybe there's boss fights. Oh dear. Oh, this is not good. Son of a... The game is out from a week ago. So Kiami's been out for a week. Isn't it amazing how many games are out nowadays, guys? I'm telling you, it's GTA 6. Everybody wants to get in front of GTA 6. We even had... Hold on. Maybe I can... We even had a God of War shadow drop to avoid GTA 6. Granted, it's a 2D 16-bit kind of look thing, but it God of War franchise nonetheless shadow dropped. This looks a little tricky. If I got over here... What am I not seeing here, guys? What am I not getting on this puzzle? I'm not seeing something right. Thing says my GPU's run. This Steam Deck thing says some vitals. 26% of CPU, 72% RAM, 58% GPU. What the hell's my GPU doing that's hauling ass? Maybe that having Safari open at all? I don't have a good way to otherwise signal that we're going to go to the special stream, so... Hold for help. One barrel at a time. Okay. There's one barrel. So where's the other barrel? One barrel at a time, they said. Ah. Okay. Any chance I can grab something else? Ah. Okay. Chances are there's no more barrels, and I'm gonna have to just pull this one. Excellent. I'm going where? Maybe I just go under. Okay. We at the U-Food place to do the... Oh, geez. You know what? There were mines like this. I saw them in Reanimal demo. There were. Guess we're gonna go in here. Campbell? Hello again, Darwin. Seems you have a bit of a situation on your tentacles. Big Canning is watching you. Lucky for you and the world, we have a cool new ink shooter gadget. I'm betting it comes pretty natural to you. Do us a solid and squirt your way through those cameras. LT aim. Okay, right stick shoots. Okay. How long does that work? Sleeping on FNAF porn? How is that even a category? Boom. I'm kind of with you there. 10 years, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not something I really want to own, you know, like this is a like ultimate rental game, you know, but we can't rent games like this anymore. Like, so I guess it would be good on Game Pass, you know, one could say, but kind of a limited experience. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's sort of a limited experience, but at the same time, it's good, but, you know, there's only one way to get through stuff, right? So do you really feel like you're playing the game that much when you just have to do what you have to do? Oh, I didn't know I was knocking it out. I was just trying to block that. They ran off the rental market, and now they want to get rid of all the physical stuff. We even had one guy a couple days ago saying you need to get used to not owning games. Was that Ubisoft? Somebody. Like, you know, that doesn't... Gamers don't like hearing that. Is that Metal Gear right there? Metal Gear Rex or something? We're going in. Kind of. Look at that. Which one is that? It's not Shagohide. I guess I don't know all my Metal Gears. I don't know. But they effectively killed... What they did was they killed off the ability to rent games. And then you'd think the prices could go down, right? Oh, you can't rent games anymore? Okay, well now we can make the prices reasonable. Not so fast, right? Maybe I needed a slingshot different here. Here we go, okay. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Okay, so we're gonna slingshot again, huh? Boom. That's Metal Gear Rex. Metal Gear Rex was MGS1, right? Come on. No, there we go. Oh, that's not going to stay open long, is it? It's not going to stay. First try. We're kind of in a cinematic here. Look, frame rate dip. Jesus Christ, it's like stop motion. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed this tribute, from an octopus to a snake, get ready for Darwin's biggest adventure yet. Darwin's Paradox wishlist. Was that kind of anticlimactic? Like, gameplay wise, that was not a bad demo, but then I didn't like dismantle a Metal Gear, like, or save the day, or I just kind of escaped the facility. I don't know about that. That was kind of like that's the ending you got for us. Was that kind of a downer? Jesus. All right. Well, hell, man. Not bad. I mean, this seems all right. If you want more Little Nightmares, hold on. I got to show you this demo I wanted to play that isn't available. It's on Steam, I guess. It got pushed back a month also. And it's probably wishlisted or whatever. Oh, that Mouse PI. Been seeing about that game forever. Replaced. No demo on Xbox, but you got a trailer, and it's the same thing as Darwin, but with a pixel art. So you see, you got some. I think it's just 2D cinematic platforming thing happening here. Got a little bit of a cyberpunk thing happening, and with pixel art. Almost a 2D, what do they call it? HD 2D? Over there at Square. I guess this has a, that might even be the updated release date there, the 14th of April. Yeah, did this get delayed to the 14th of April? I thought it was supposed to be March. But yeah, this one got delayed, and I thought that they had articles were saying that there was a Xbox demo, but there's not. Please make sure you take care of yourself and get some rest. I don't know how else I could do anything different, you know. I almost feel like by not working out, it's brought this on me worse, you know. Like, if I was fighting through it and lifting weights, climbing around, and, you know, doing some exercising, I feel like I could almost fight off the sickness. But maybe, you know, maybe that's a bad approach too. But hold on, 10 years mentioned this Kiami thing. Let's see if we have a demo. We're not we're not going to do that. We're going to get into our members chat and go off on it's Kiwami, right? Oh, I don't know if I have room to download that. I don't. But you said the game just came out like a week ago. Oh, yeah. Man, February's full of games, isn't it? Okay. The countdown's going to begin as we head over to members only, guys. And field whatever questions. Start the thing, create the what? Where's the button to do the thing here? All right, so members only starts in 5 minutes. If you are not a member, listen, I know some of you are not members. Just go to Twitch because I think this will carry over on Twitch and we won't run into any trouble, okay? If I do run into trouble, it's your ass. All right? So like anybody here that's not a channel member, go to legendarybadass.com in plain English. I own the domain. It redirects to my Twitch. And you can just watch the Twitch part and we'll talk about some stuff off topic. I'm going to have to like curate my Microsoft Edge browser here with the latest news and stuff. But also I think I'm going to get up and grab a drink too, if you don't mind. So channel members, I'll see you in a few minutes. The rest of you maybe head to Twitch or something like that. All right. If you made it this far, the Twitch is legendarybadass.com. Because otherwise it's weird. Okay. It's, I think I can, there's probably time here for me to share the something, my channel, how to, I cannot, I'm, if you know how to do a link, hold on, here we go. Share link. Come on, copy. All right. Yeah, the channel member chat is starting soon. So, if you're still watching on YouTube and you're not a channel member, switch over to Twitch and try not to get me in too much trouble. If you made it this far, wait till marriage counseling. I don't think I muted my mic. You can hear me coughing.